Alright, we're back for episode 33. We're going to continue working on the new NetherEnding base, NetherEnding Story Base. I like that name. Anyway, so we're going to try to create a lava river so that we can ride the Strider for I think it's 50 blocks to get the next advancement. So let's go ahead and get in the game and let's see what we got going on here. Okay, so we left our Strider in the little lava area. And we're going to continue making a lava river all the way down to that warp nylium block way in the distance. That'll be about 50 blocks. So, yeah, I was looking at this and realized that it's not symmetrical. That's going to drive me crazy. So, yeah, I end up making this to where it connected here instead of the corner. So, yeah, I'm going to have to make that one block wider. I need some more polished basalt right there. Anyway, yeah, I'll work on that. Yeah, that OCD thing will kick in. I need to make sure that I get that symmetrical. Alright, so what we need is, I think, if we're going to continue with the Blackstone... let's see, do we want to continue with Blackstone for this? I kind of like the look of that. So maybe collect some more Blackstone and Basalt. We'll check to see if we already have some stored away. But we can just extend that as kind of the core of the Nether base here, or the NetherEnding base. And just have that all the way back here. So if that's 6 blocks wide, we're going to need at least 300 blocks of Basalt. Probably more just for other kind of decorations. Let's see. Gonna need some more, yeah, lots of Netherack to finish that up. And we need something down here as kind of a destination, a reason why we need to go this far. Yeah, I'm liking where this is going. Let's go ahead and, I guess, assess our resources here. Let's see what we have to start with. Alright, so we're looking at Blackstone, Basalt, and Netherack as our main building stuff for this project. We're going to need lots of Blackstone wall, I think. Yeah, because that structure is basically just wall. Well, it's going to be the base here. So we're going to need... I guess we don't really have to worry about... Here, let's start with this. And gonna need more tools too. Yeah. And let's go ahead and move that there. We could go ahead and collect all this sand. So yeah, I may do that. But it's basically gonna be this all the way down. I'll just keep it at this level. We'll just go 1 deep. But I may want to go ahead and fill this in with something as well. Definitely not going to have enough shovel to do all that digging, so yeah, there we go. Shovel just broke. Got that one. Okay, we'll go ahead and finish this one off. Okay, so yeah, we're going to need shovels, Blackstone, and basalt. And then once we get that set up for the river, then we're going to need buckets of lava to go ahead and extend that. I do want to go ahead and start working on the lava farm. I'm not sure if I have a whole lot of iron to do the cauldrons to do the collection yet. But like I was saying last time, we've got another portal right there. All the lava we need. Just have to be careful not to throw any more buckets in the lava. Yeah, oops. Okay, so yeah, I'm thinking we should go ahead and collect all the sand from here while we're doing this. I keep looking at that black wall like it's more Blackstone, but yeah, it's just wool. And we could use cobbled deep slate for underneath this, like under the lava. But I think I do want to go ahead and collect the dirt and sand for this next level now. Let's see. go ahead and make another shovel real quick. I think I had some iron on me. Yeah. Let's see. Well, I could make a diamond shovel. How many levels? I don't have that many levels yet. I don't really want to waste it on there. Yeah, we'll just make another iron shovel. Yeah, 2. Alright. Yeah, it's starting to get dark, but let's go ahead and just dig what we can. Alright, so, yeah, channel stuff. Having fun doing the live streams, so I think I'm going to do that. I'm recording this, I guess, very early Friday morning. So I think this episode will go out on Saturday, and I'll just do the live stream for the One Chunk World tonight. I'm going to be out of town for the next week, so I think I'm going to try to record a few episodes ahead. So go ahead and get those scheduled out on the channel. Get those ready before I go. So, not leaving town for a couple more days, so I have some time to record some episodes. Oh darn, I have to play Minecraft. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. Go ahead and get some more episodes ready. But yeah, let's go ahead and sleep. Just reset our daylight here. Save us from having to light things up for the moment. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do to light things up is use some of the glowstone. I mean, kind of keeping this nether-related blocks as much as I can. At least what's going to be visible. If it's under lava, it doesn't really matter so much. But yeah. Thinking we'll start with mostly nether blocks, but since I'm wanting to make this a NetherEnding story, we'll need some blocks from the end as well. Problem there is we can't bring any end blocks back until we defeat the dragon. So we may have to fight the dragon soon. Yeah, that's kind of funny, isn't it? Been kind of putting off fighting the dragon until I'm ready. And what's going to motivate me to go ahead and fight the dragon is to gather nether blocks to build a base. Very Minecraft. Okay. Let's go ahead and... yeah, we'll go ahead and go one deeper while we're at it. And then we'll redo the... well, I don't want to call it a strider pen, strider lava pit. We'll redo this part so we can just extend that for the whole length of the lava river here. Because I think I'm going to give the strider free reign to just go back and forth down the river. You can move around. There's no point keeping it trapped in just that little 4x4 if we're going to have this whole river for it. But we got it here safely. That was pretty nice. And I'm thinking I should probably go ahead and collect more of this sand just because I haven't found a desert yet. We're going to have to get out and explore and find a desert at some point. Yep. Maybe I need another shovel? Without enchantments, they don't really last that long. Yeah, that reminds me we need to get another way to make experience faster so we can kind of get those enchants going quicker. Now I can sit there at our little XP farm and kind of grind away the experience levels, but since I'm trying to make these episodes mostly uncut, it doesn't really make sense for me to spend an entire episode trying to get 30 levels to do an enchantment. I think we have better options, but we're going to have to do some work to build a project to create faster experience. Now I did see one way where you can kind of use the silverfish as a way to, it's like silverfish and potions. I saw one version that was using like the armor stands. And then I think you can also use the armadillos, which again, we haven't found armadillos. We have to go explore and find some of those. I think with that one, you have to breed a bunch of armadillos. So Seems interesting. We may test it with the armor stands, because that's, you know, a fairly cheap resource to make a bunch of those. So we might play around with that in a future episode. Just that way we don't have to be delayed on trying to do enchantments, getting the levels for those. Especially if I keep dying. Random deaths do kind of defeat the purpose of gathering levels. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab these. At least the ones inside of the base. Let's see. Yeah, I'll go ahead and grab the ones on this side. And a couple more. There we go. Yeah, I guess we might as well be thorough. We can go ahead and start working on the rest of this too. Until we run out of shovel. Maybe we do need a diamond shovel. This is going to be a lot of digging. And we're going to need more chest here to store things eventually. That's a lot of dirt. Okay. I think we need to go down to our XP farm for a moment. See what we can do. Maybe we can get up like level 15 or something. Make a diamond shovel and enchant it with some efficiency or unbreaking just to make it last longer. Let's see. Yep. I think we have them over here. Okay, let's make a diamond shovel. Okay, so what's our next enchantment for a diamond shovel? Perfect, for 30 levels. I don't know if we want to get 30 levels. Unbreaking 2 is probably good, so we need level 14 for that. Why don't we let a few of these guys pile up? We'll go ahead and get that. We'll get to level 14. Shouldn't take too long. Yeah, haven't done any fishing for a while. Let's go ahead and catch a couple of fish while we wait for them to pile up. Alright, so yeah, fishing time. Yeah, I was watching one video that, like from the thumbnail, it seems like they just were doing Minecraft fishing for 30 minutes. But then it was this whole video essay on the history of fishing. I thought that was really interesting. It was like a college student. It was just like a video that he made, just as a fun project. And yeah, that was really cool. I ended up watching the whole thing. But yeah, I watch weird things on YouTube apparently. The things my feed will give me as potential videos to watch. Pretty interesting stuff. Of course, lately it's a lot of Minecraft stuff, a lot of farming and gardening from my other channel, and then just a lot of building a YouTube channel. Still creating a lot of those YouTube skills. So, yeah, last day or so I've been working on a lot of shorts for my main channel. I have a podcast with my sister on that channel, and so it was going through just making a bunch of shorts from the content there. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, actually I've been making a few unlisted videos as well, just like fun family things. Not really things for the channel, but you know, now that I have a YouTube channel, that's an option. I can kind of record some of those things and put them out there for family as well. Not doing too much of that because I don't know how much that messes up the algorithm. Yeah, you never know with YouTube. But yeah, mostly doing this for fun, so not too worried about it. Of course, you say that, but I haven't gotten a new subscriber for either channel in over a week. And I'm not sure why. It just seems really weird. I mean, usually I get a subscriber here and there. It just seems weird I haven't gotten a single subscriber on 2 channels in the last week. So, yeah, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, you know, make my day. Go ahead and subscribe. Alright, there we go. Almost to 14. And go catch another couple fish. It'd be nice to get a good bow from that. Right now we're just using a simple Unbreaking bow. Sometimes you can fish up some nice bows. I don't know if we will, being underground like this. I think it has to be exposed to light to have that loot table. So probably won't get those kind of items from doing our underground fishing. But, you know, every time we pull in our line there, that's a little bit of XP as well. Although it feels so slow. Just hearing the zombies drop behind me. Alright, we'll finish this cast and then do something else. Wow, yeah, it takes so long when you just have that little bit of water. There's the bubbles. There we go. Yeah, not a whole lot of good fish there, but pass a little time while we wait for zombies to drop. Gold armor on that one. Have to check the chest. Hey, there's 14 levels. Oh, we did get some. Nice. Okay, got some copper leggings there. Alright. Yeah, so far only one chicken jockey in there. Let's go grab some lapis. Yeah, I'll just grab a stack for the moment. Okay, so diamond shovel, and put that in there, and Unbreaking 2, and hopefully some efficiency. Alright, not too bad. That'll make the project go a little bit quicker. Okay, and we'll just toss these in there. Well, that might as well go into this chest. Yep. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, we need to make another spyglass while I'm thinking about it. What's the recipe for the spyglass? We left our other one in the inn when we were looking at the Ender Dragon. Alright, so we need 2 pieces of copper. There we go. And there we go. Got a new spyglass. So we still need to get the one for the parrots. We need to venture into a jungle somewhere and find some parrots. That's another one. It should be fairly easy. Oh, more armor. Nice. Okay, let's go back up and dig some more. Well, double check my chest. Is there anything useful? Not really. Let's check this one. Yeah, we've got a lot of cobble there. We could do cobble as the base. That would save us a lot of other blocks. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and grab some cobble. Well, yeah, I guess it would be about 300 of those as well. So we'll grab 5 stacks. Might as well grab all that. Okay, and I think we're good. Let's go do some digging. I probably should light this up. Especially when I'm listening to zombies beneath me. I come out here, it's like, is there a zombie? Yep, there's a zombie. Got so used to hearing the ones down there. Let's go ahead and just burn them up. We'll just make it morning. I think we're far enough away. Alright. Yeah, letting them burn up. And I'm thinking everything inside of here needs to go. Yeah, not too deep, like 2 blocks. And then we'll put cobble underneath for the lava area. Actually, all of this probably good just go in 1 block, because I'm probably going to put Netherack through all of this just to give it that nether look. Yeah, I think we'll go with that for the moment. And then we'll modify it once we have end blocks. We might do the pathways. That skeleton over there just snuck under a tree. It's waiting for me. Alright, yeah, let's go take care of the scaling over there. There we go. Not my best battle, but we won. Okay. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we will go with, we don't need the fishing pole anymore. Okay, so this is the under the lava. Lots of blocks. All right. Get rid of the torch. Yeah, this will all be lit by lava eventually. We don't have to worry about torches so much. Well, I think we'll do glowstones and lava. And that should be about all the light we need inside the base. Get in there. See if we can push the torch to us by putting a block near. We go. Getting closer. And we'll go ahead and go from this end. I guess I could just hold the button down. Problem is, if I get to where I can't place it, the shield goes up or we get an extra block. So you get all the extra button clicks. And we're at the end of it. Oh wait, got another stack there. Oh, we had 2 stacks, so we got plenty. Go pick those 2 back up. Alright, so that's going to be our lava river. We're going to need a lot of Blackstone. I don't know that we had Blackstone collected in a chest anywhere. Basalt, we should be good. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to need more basalt too. Let's go ahead and get all this sand out of the base. Yeah, do I want to have, I guess I should go ahead and go 1 level deep all the way down. This will all be Netherack, I think, until we can put endstone in here. And I think there's variations of endstone. You can turn it into different patterns, and there's like polished versions or things like that. I don't know, is there end brick? Don't know if that's a thing. Do same kind of thing on this side. Did I do 2 blocks? Yeah. There we go. Alright, we'll go ahead and extend this down. Yeah, it's fun building bases. Hopefully we get this to the point that we can get the advancement by the end of this one. At least get the lava river, and then we can build the rest of it. But not rushing to get the advancement. I'd rather go ahead and do some of the design for the base while I'm at it. Yeah, I want those blocks too. We'll keep outside of the base as the local biome, but inside the base, we'll go ahead and gather everything. lots of sand. Just trying to think, do we want glass inside of the base? Yeah, we can go ahead and get rid of this as well. I think this will be kind of an exposed area, but I do want to extend that to the portal so that the portal is kind of our front door into the Nether. So it's kind of like you're going through a portal to get into the base. So let's see, do we have basalt over here? Yeah, definitely gonna need more chests for all this. Let's see, only got the 1 stack right now, so we're definitely gonna need more basalt. Go and toss. Wow, yeah, we'll go ahead and keep those 2. Do I want to make the polished basalt or just normal basalt? Kind of like in the polished. When we do, part of it is polished. Oh, yeah, all of them did fit in there. Wasn't sure if my carrots fit into there or not. Okay. So let's look at this from here. Okay, so straight on, try to keep it kind of symmetrical. Why don't we do... something like that. Yeah, I'm liking that. That kind of works. Nope, nope. No, that's right. That's right. So you want that one there. Well, I guess I don't need that one. That can be... No, I'm thinking we should probably dig the sand away from this as well. At least for this part. We'll kind of have it to where it's exposed to there, maybe? No, that kind of works. Nah, to there. Yeah, I like that better. And then these need to be basalt. Okay, so we did it here, here. We did 2 and then 2, yeah. So here, here. Oh, gotta point that one down. And there. Okay, yeah, so that'll be going through there to get into the base. Yeah, this is coming together. I'm liking it. All right, let's go ahead and clear this. Let's see, get rid of that. See, that will be just normal basalt underneath. Actually, this won't even be visible once we put the Netherack down. Let's see. Yeah, so that technically won't even be visible underneath there. This will be visible from the outside, so yeah, we need blocks under those. And, well, technically that one won't be visible either. Okay. Okay, and these can go. Alright, that'll be good. And then, do we pick up our Netherack over there? Oh, now I actually have to go through the gate to get out of here, don't I? Okay. Might as well sleep. Keep mobs from spawning since we don't have it lit up. Oh wow, we're almost at day 250. We're at 249. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and grab some Netherack. And we'll start using that to get some floor down inside. And I'm thinking I'll put steps there. Something that'll look good. So we don't have to jump to go in. Okay, so let's get some Netherack going. And I'm thinking a mix of Netherack and Endstone would look nice in here. Of course, I'm going to have to be careful not to set things on fire. Yeah, no, I was going to focus on the lava river. This is not the lava river. But we have to have a nice entrance to the base, right? Alright. Okay, so that'll be kind of our entrance into the base. And then that will extend that way. Okay, and then it's going to be yeah, because there'll be Blackstone here, so I'm going to run out of Netherack really quick, but it's easy to collect more. All of our Netherack for the moment. Okay, something like that. Okay, we need to get a lot of Blackstone. I don't think I had much Blackstone in the other base. Is it worth running back to the other base and checking? Yeah, I kind of think it is. Let's see, let's go ahead and dump these so we have a little bit of inventory space. We'll see what resources we have at the other base. And then we will come back ready to build some more. Oh, we have a traveling merchant coming by. What have you got? Okay, milk buckets for 2. That's not too bad, but we don't have a whole lot of extra iron or a cow. Fermented spider eye. We might be able to make a few of those. That's not bad if you get 3 for that. So when we go back to the other base, we might make some fermented spider eyes real quick. Don't really need the logs. A cherry sapling. We haven't found cherries yet. Might grab a cherry sapling. Alright, well, I will come back with a few emerald. Well, I guess I don't really need the emeralds. I just need some fermented spider eyes. Alright, grab those when we get to the other base. Alright, and we'll make some progress here. Yeah, see, we kind of changed this one up last time we were here to get our strider through. It's not as protected as it was before. I have to be careful for the big magma cubes. There's definitely one on the roof somewhere. That's a really loud squish. Yep, there it is. Can I hit it? We'll just leave them on the roof for now. Alright, big magma squish. We still need the return to sender, so I'll have to keep an ear out for the ghast. Yeah, I think I was noticing on the last episode, and we have to make a quick little stop for the view. Alright, onward. And then I'm not turning left there because I put the wall up last time. And we might as well run quickly. Alright, sprinting through the Nether. Let's see, is there anything at the island base? I don't think we would have anything at the island base yet. Yeah, I don't think I would have left anything there when I moved, or not to the island base, the starter village. Yeah, I don't think we would have anything there that we need. So yeah, let's just go back to the island. Yeah, we pretty much moved most of our stuff out of the village, so there's not a whole lot resource-wise there. I did leave a few items, but yeah, the bulk of it got moved over to the island when we first moved over there. Guess I don't really have to worry about that as much now that the traveling merchant isn't hanging out down here. Okay. Keep wanting to go to those chests, but they're pretty much all empty now. We finally got a second cactus. Alright. Why is the bee... Oh, the bee got hurt. Yeah, we might have to be careful so we don't kill our bees with cactus. Okay, well, one of them I wanted to put back in the pot as our starter cactus. So that kind of... I haven't started a cactus farm yet. We will do a massive cactus farm at some point. I just enjoy making those. Plus the green dye that you can make from it is really good trades for the villagers to get emeralds, I think. Alright, so from when we first cured a zombie villager back in the igloo. So we've recovered that. That's our little memento from that one. So we got a flower from it, and then we'll say that's the original one. It was one of the two. They got stacked. So we'll say that was the original one back in the pot and the first flower from it. Hey pup, this pup still needs a name. Our island-based pup, it's a pale wolf. Alright, I was thinking there was something I needed from here, don't remember what it was. Let's go. Actually, how do you make a fermented spider eye? Okay, so it's spider eyes, brown mushrooms, and sugar. Which we should have some brown mushrooms, yeah. He's not going to be able to trade more than a couple anyway, so it's not like we're going to get a ton of them. I think he did want a bucket of milk, so we can take a bucket of milk as well. Let's see. Sugar, we had some in our brewing area. And spider eyes should be in here. Okay. We can make 12. And we'll have those for trades. And let's go ahead and we'll just grab, yeah, same chest. Yeah, there we go. There we go. 12 fermented spider eyes. Okay. And then we needed... no, we don't really have any Blackstone, do we? Yeah, we've kind of used up all of our Blackstone. We do have plenty of Basalt, which I don't think that's going to be an issue collecting more. Yeah, we'll grab a couple of blocks, and then we'll probably end up getting a lot more while we're trying to gather the Basalt. And we'll go ahead and grab our Netherack. And some magma blocks while we're at it. I think that'll be good. We do have some nether brick that we could do, so we might do that as accent items. We could grab a bunch of stuff from the nether fortress at some point as well. There's a lot of blocks that you can make with those. But I think that will do for the moment with what we have here. Yeah, I think that's it. And I think we have enough time left that we can run back through. Anything else we need urgently here? Still want to do the axolotls. Got a lot of bamboo over there we haven't really been collecting. I think that's good for now. And close the gate. And through into the nether. Yeah, I can't not close it. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, I think I should clear another block so that I can do the bouncing as I'm going through here. But yeah, that'll be a long time to go through all of this. That'll almost be a whole episode right there, just making this one level deeper. The little projects take a lot of time. There we go. I haven't really heard ghast. Been kind of listening for it, but didn't hear a ghast in that, which is not surprising. We're at the top of the nether. Take a look. No ghast. So yeah, since we're up at the top of the nether, it's unlikely there would be one right there. I think I did hear a ghast here at one point. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful going out there. That magma cube would drop down on my head. I think I am protected here. Oh, nope, not quite. Yeah, let's get him off the roof. That's just dangerous. There we go. He fell. How far did he fall? Well, problem for next time. Until he comes through the portal. Alright. So this is nice. Yeah. And we'll still be able to see out the front. So we'll know that we're back in the overworld. Oh, he went invisible. I guess it's nighttime. Alright, let's trade some here. And you only got 2 trades there. We'll trade the bucket. Get 2 more. And then we will get a cherry sapling from you. Alright. Thanks for stopping by. We'll make it morning so he doesn't have to keep hiding. Yep. He's visible again. I guess we can store those away here for the moment. Alright, and so I can keep those. And that, and that. That can go up there. Alright, until we go back to the nether to collect more materials, I think that's about all I can do. Let's see, we'll go ahead and finish this part real quick since we have the Netherack. Almost there. I had to figure out how I want to do the end of this. I need to do something down here. And a little bit more. Okay, so now we need a lot of Blackstone. Which I think we just need the Blackstone for the sides here. This will be lava, so we won't even see the cobble underneath. And then we'll need wall all the way down so that he stays within the lava area. Okay, we need to go collect a lot of Blackstone. Yeah, so this will be wall extending out. all the way down. Basalt. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to... Let's see. I guess that could be basalt all the way around the bottom there too. So technically this probably wouldn't be Netherack. Yeah, I'll probably extend basalt all the way. Yeah, we'll do that. And yeah, I do have basalt. Yeah, let's go ahead and rough that in with the correct block. I think I'm putting off going into the Nether to collect the Blackstone. I think that's probably where we're going to end up finishing this episode. I don't know how long it's going to take to get those. Do I want those all facing downward so that it's a consistent pattern? Probably so. Alright, and then we'll go like that. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, great entertainment, looking at the ground, placing blocks. There we go. Let's see, and then we'll figure out how we want to do the end of this. I'm not quite sure how I want the end of it to be. I'm thinking eventually it's going to be maybe the lava farm will go down there. And if we're going to give this a nether kind of theme, we can do something fun with it. So something like that. And we'll go ahead and go one more block. I have to keep in mind that this is an even number build. There we go. So roughly that for our lava. Yeah, I'm liking it. That's gonna work. Let's see, any other blocks we can place? I do want to fix that up there at some point. Well, can't get out this way. Let's get another piece of sand to get out of here. And up. Okay, so we need to go one down, and then these back. And I think I can do them this way. Yeah, there we go. We'll go ahead and make a few extras. Well, might as well make another batch so that we can make a stack. Okay. And now I can't fall off into the lava like I did last time. Can't believe I was that close to falling in lava. Okay. Alright, so now, yeah, I need to move that over one block. That's... yeah, OCD. Yeah, I think we got them all. Alright, and then we can put that in the correct spot. Ah, much better. And then these we'll keep because that lines up with the nether portal a little bit better. So I like those being one end instead of being at the corner. Hey buddy, we'll ride you down the lava later. Gotta finish building your river. Okay, yeah, I think I put it off long enough. Let's head into the... Well, I need to make another chest to store everything, don't I? Yeah, I'm doing this weird. There we go. Yeah, that was weird. Anyway, all good now. I guess we can do that. Did the llamas push you guys in there? I don't remember having you push that far in. Okay. What else do we need? I think we're good to go collect some Blackstone. That's our goal. We need... Oh. He lost both of his llamas? Do we... Yeah, we had leashes in there. Where did he go? I don't know. Lost both the leashes. I wonder if he despawns and then the leashes go poof and then they go poof. I'm not sure how it actually gets rid of them. Alright, back into the Nether. That's where they went. They're kind of blocking my path here. Alright, is he here trading with the magma cubes? Or is it just his llamas that went through? Alright, well I guess we have lava llamas. We should get some like fire protection potion and kind of ride them through the lava. Yeah. Who needs a strider? Wow. Okay, so I got one trapped on each side of the portal. Okay. Alright, we need a good source of the Blackstone. I was thinking there was some around here. Maybe not. Thinking over at the other base there was a good bit. Well, let's take another quick look around here before we go. Is that Blackstone over there? I'm thinking our starting village base, there was a good bit there. I think we'll head back over to that one. Yeah, because we had the lava that was right around the base. I'm pretty sure that there was some there. Of course, we're going to need a lot. Yeah, it's like there's Blackstone there. But I think I put those there when I was completing the tunnel. Yeah, we got a little bit here. Let's see, what if we dig these out? Of course, we have to be concerned about exposing lava the whole time we're doing this. And I said I'm going to need how many stacks? Well, it's a 50 run. Yeah, 50 block run-ish, just to estimate it. And we're doing about, let's see, we really only need 2 blocks high for the whole thing. So it's not that much. I think 2 stacks might do it. Let's double that to 4 stacks, just to make sure. Okay. Should probably light this up a little bit. Okay. This kind of works. I'm kind of listening out for a ghast. It seems like this would be the time that a ghast appears, when I'm just not in a position to even try to find it. That's a nice collection of Blackstone. Not too bad. That's a cool pattern when you're digging it like this. See, I think we will need basalt eventually, but I'm not focused on the basalt right now because I do kind of want to get the lava river done. Which, speaking of that, we should go ahead and fill some lava buckets. I think I've only got 4 buckets on me. So yeah, we're going to have to make a couple of trips into the nether to grab lava. And we are almost at an hour, so I think the lava river may be the next episode. But I think we made pretty good progress in this one. Got a pretty good build going. Made some progress on the NetherEnding base. NetherEnding Story Base. Yeah, I like combining Nether and End there. Okay, that's pretty close to what I was wanting to get. And let's see if we can at least get the foundation and the wall built in this episode. And then we'll probably collect the lava in the next one and finish it up. And go ahead and get the advancement pretty quick into that one. Alright, now I have to get back out of here. Yeah, I guess I can just pillar up with the cobble. Where's the best place? Over here? And we'll say that one. We'll go with that for now, and we'll finish. That'll be a little quarry. It's relatively safe up here at the top of the world. Alright, that should be enough. Admire the view. And there we go. Are the llamas still around? Did it go back through? It may have gone back through. Yep, there he goes. I would tame them and all that, but yeah, it doesn't actually help with the advancement. Okay, well, we do have one in the base. Maybe he's chosen to live with us here in this base. He enjoyed the nether, or he wants to have a convenient place to go back and visit. I do like the lava llama thing, though. We may have to try doing a lava llama. I guess if I make it a splash, would I have to make it a splash potion to give it to a llama? I think that's how it would work. Alright. But we need to do perimeter. All the way down. And we need to go make some walls. How do I want to do the end here? I think we can do that. Yep. And grab the next stack. Okay. Let's go make a bunch of walls. Oh, starting to rain on us. Let's see. Go with that. And that. Let's see. That's going to be about 80. Let's go with that for now. I can consistently press the button. here, here. Will he be able to get out? He could hop on that, so we probably have to get rid of that block, or at least build the basalt up taller. Yeah, so probably have to do a little something at the end of that, just so if we're letting it have the whole river later, it doesn't accidentally get out. Okay, so that's going to be our river. Of course, now I'm kind of trapped, so it's a good thing I left that little opening at the end so I can get out. Okay. We can do that for now. Is that tree in my way? There we go. We could do something like that. Yeah, probably gonna have to get rid of that tree too. Alright. I think that's where it can't get out. I don't know. It may be able to get out, but hopefully it would wander back toward the lava if it ever got out. Eventually this will be enclosed, but just for the first pass. Okay, so I think we're at the point now where we're ready to collect lava. Let's see if we can do a little bit of preparation for that one. And see, we do have a potion so that we can safely-ish collect water. We've got 2 buckets. Got a water bucket that I can dump real quick. Okay, so we got 3 buckets. How much do I have on me? Go here. Alright, well we have 4 buckets on us. We could collect a lot more. Let's see. Yeah, I think we have more iron around somewhere that we can do. So let's go get out of the rain. Let's go down to the XP farm. We're just over an hour, so I'll probably end there. I just want to check on how many lava buckets we can conveniently make with what we have right here. Okay, so we didn't have any iron in there. Yep, nothing else useful for the moment. We do have some iron here that we can smelt. Didn't have any iron in here. Tell you what we'll do. Well, those are going to burn 20. Alright, we'll kick that off. We'll let that do its thing, and we will have more buckets when we get back. So let's go ahead and do a wrap up for this one. We were trying to get the Feels Like Home. That's the one that we're working on. So checking our information here. We haven't quite completed the lava river, so we will continue this in the next one. Continue working on that base. We will go ahead. So yeah, 33 is going to go into 34. I think it's going to be basically the same thing. So yeah, I think I'll just do the and 34. There we go. I'm actually filming these on the 24th. So there we go. We'll just continue that for next time. All right. Well, thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun, and excited to see how this ends, and we should be able to get the advancement in the next episode. So go ahead and subscribe and come back for more. See you next time.